I don't know if I showed you this, but I just wanna simplify this for the both of you. I'm sure you already know what's going on and who's responsible. But this is what I told the dispatch over the phone. This is very easy to understand.
Alright, so simplify it for us, son.
Okay, so this is me on May 10th.
Yeah.
And all my May 10th is going to go down to 25. Now, if I could just go back and show you another day before that. This is me on April 14th.
Yeah.
And you can see it's so much more severe than May 10th.
Okay.
Now, since May 10th, my hair was supposed to continue to grow, but they have came in. So now I'm forced to call you guys again because they have altered it again.
Alright.
In a much more severe manner. And from here, it should have grew thick. So that's the only reason I have to keep calling you guys on a frequent basis.
If I were you, I would refrain from calling 911 unless it's like a immediate emergency.
Right, but this I understand that.
Like, you know what, you want me to explain that to you, what was an emergency, like there's a fire, if somebody got assaulted, if, like, that's like immediate emergency, that's okay to call 911. But like, if you're concerned about like your health, whatever, I wouldn't call 911 for those issues. I would try to seek other, like, alternative measures, like either speak to your counselor, maybe your primary care physician, but not call 911 for those issues. Yeah.
Is on physical assault. Not only they physically assault, that's my thing. I told the probably beat that fact, but this is physical.
Yeah.
Like this. It's a violation of life, liberty, property, loss of my property.
Yeah.
Destroy my property or destroy my property. And it's public humiliation.
Yeah.
This is back to how much we go outside with few close by close.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is right here is where you can clearly see what's going on.
Possibly make an appointment with your doctor, so you can check your hair. But I will refrain from calling 911 unless it's an immediate emergency.
I mean,
I would seek the medical route first.
Right.
Have your doctor check your head. I'm not a medical professional, so I'm just guessing right at this point right now, what could it be? That's why I'm telling you to seek medical help. Maybe they have better answers for you.
I understand what you're saying, also, but what I'm saying to both of you is this is not a matter of medical health. This is crimes, this is physical assault, it's sexual assault. If you look at my fridge, I got no food. It's human rights violations as well, because they're not supposed to be messing with my food.
So why don't you have food? Let's start with that.
Because aside from them balding my hair,
Okay.
they're contaminating my food and my drinks. I can't eat it. Even when I eat, I can taste it. I have to spit it out.
Okay.
Sometimes I can just smell it, and my drinks, I can't like put drinks in the fridge. So it's a number of crimes. So
Okay.
it's like I could go tell my doctor, but it's not like she could like sprinkle something on my head and make it grow. It's a matter of the police preventing the people responsible to make sense.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. We have the same conversation every time, and this is why I put stuff like this online to simplify it for everybody to see. Is my doctor can't do one. My doctor's not she's not a police officer. I mean, I see what you're saying. Hopefully you see what I'm saying.
I totally understand what you're saying.
So I mean, like what I was calling the police throughout this process. So what happened from April 14th to May 10th to allow my hair to start to grow like that, and then someone like come back in, like you just had to be doing something right for a brief amount of time, and then.
All right. So at this point, there's no evidence that anybody came in.
Okay, and I contacted the chief of police's office like a couple of days ago, and I left a message.
What was the purpose of that?
This right here.
Okay.
So it's like, it's just an ongoing thing, and I can't, I'm not supposed to have to live like this. I'm supposed to be comfortable. You got a bunch of sex offenders out here, as I said before, to the police department. Like, how difficult is it to go to a sex offender's house and do it to them? I don't even have a criminal record. Like, that's treason. I was explaining, that's treason against the U.S. government. How you just harassing me over my hairline,
got, like, my back, right? 501. So what I would do about you is, once you have some type of, like, physical evidence, then call us. Because that way we can track that person down and catch them. Because if all you're telling us is somebody's doing it, that's not helpless, right? You know how that works. Then we're gonna be looking for, like, a ghost, basically. So the next time you have some type of, like, physical evidence of that person, call us, and then we'll narrow it down, and then we'll get to the bottom of it. Is that fair? You see what I'm saying?
I do, and as I said, the physical evidence is here, but.
No, but not on your end. So if
You
somebody's
mean,
doing it, we have to be able to, if you want us to catch this person, if I can't identify them in person, who that person is, then we're going in circles. So once because I see all this stuff that you have hooked up here, which is pretty good. So
But they've already
Yep.
hacked these cameras. But also, you have canines available.
Yep, we do, but like I said, we have to help each other. Remember that. We have to help each other. It's a team, right? So once you find something, then call us. But if you haven't been seeing anything, try refraining from calls until you actually see something.
Okay.
Is that fair?
No, that's completely unfair.
Why you say that for?
Because it's a violation of rights under the color of law, and also it's the police department being accomplices to the criminals who are responsible for the crimes of the victim. If I provide physical evidence, which we had this discussion, I know what you're saying, but once you say that to an American citizen like me, that's you telling the people responsible, okay, if he doesn't find this on the floor, if the $20, $2 cameras he got right here doesn't catch us, then it's okay for us to come back and do it again. That, like, with my assistance from the police department, you're providing assistance to the people responsible. I even got audio of different moans that you can hear while I'm sleeping. Like, I've presented more than enough evidence for the police to know that, and you have so much surveillance all over this city, all over this building. So, where you're not really supposed to say things like that to an American citizen like me, because you're just saying, okay, come back and do it again. Come back and do it again, because you know how to get inside of these cameras, and you know how to, like, maneuver through this whole building in and out without getting caught. When you have to know, when you're obligated to know who's responsible, especially when I provide that kind of evidence online. So that's not the right thing to say to somebody else.
So I apologize. Maybe the message I delivered wasn't, I relayed it incorrectly. I apologize. But we'll document it. I see there's reports up here. We'll document it, and then, if anything, give us a call back again, I guess.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right.